Good morning. It's Monday again. How is that possible? We have co-op today, and I volunteer there, so we're gone a lot of the day. And my daughter has dance tonight, so the kids and I eat before my husband gets home. So I am going to get some pinto beans going in my slow cooker for a refried bean. They're not actually like fried in any type of fat or lard or anything like that, but they're just cooked in the slow cooker with seasonings and then mashed up. So we're going to do that with fajitas because I had gotten that chicken meat and that beef meat at Fresh Time over the weekend. So I broke those packages down. I put half of them in the freezer and half of it back into the fridge, and I'm going to just make a little bit of a marinade a little closer to cooking. And I've got frozen peppers in my freezer, and we have some tortillas, which actually I'll show them to you, that we got in our Azure order. And so we're going to use those. They're these Stacy's unbleached organic tortillas. So I will heat these up, and we will have fajitas and with chicken and steak, and I've got some shrimp in the freezer that I will cook up as well, and that with refried beans with some fruit will be what we have for dinner. So let me show you how to get these refried beans going in the slow cooker. So I've got my beans here. They're pinto beans. I got them from Azure. They're organic pinto beans, and I soaked them all night. I want to say there was about 3 cups of beans. I'm not exactly sure because it was what was left in my mason jar. So probably about 3 cups before they got soaked. And then you want to put in water, and you want to make sure that your beans are fully covered. So I've got 4 cups here, and I'm going to get just a little bit more. I'll be right back. So I've got another 4 cups here. It's better to have them with too much water than not enough, because you can always strain some off. But you want to make sure that your beans are fully covered so that way they can cook. October, can you give the dog some water? So I've got about a good inch above the beans of water in here. So like I said, better to have too much than not enough. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it on high for at least the first little while, just to get it going, since we do have to eat dinner earlier since my daughter has dance. So I got that, and I was going to chop up an onion, but I had gotten a big bag of onions at Costco, and almost all of them were rotten in the middle. That was such a bummer. So instead of onion, I'm just going to use this dry onion that I got from Costco. Good morning. I am making some refried beans in my slow cooker for fajitas tonight. So far all I've done is put in my beans, which I had soaked overnight. There's about 3 cups of them, and I'm just seeing a bean in here that doesn't look very good. So about 3 cups of beans, and soaked them overnight, and now I added them into my slow cooker with about 1 inch of water over the top to make sure that there's enough liquid in there to cook them. So since I don't have any onion, I have red onion, but I'm not going to use that in here. So I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of this dried onion that I got from Azure. So I did 2 tablespoons of that in there. So I'm really trying to make more and more from scratch, and so pinto beans were next up on my list. I will make them, and then I will freeze whatever we don't eat today in portions for future meals. That's why I'm making a big batch of it. Cook once and eat it a few times. So, okay, I got my onion in there, and then I've got some cumin. And I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of cumin. That one was kind of heaping. Okay, 2 teaspoons of cumin in there. And then I've got some pepper, and I will do probably like a teaspoon of pepper in there. Beans don't, have a ton of flavor on their own. I think they taste good, but they can be kind of bland, so you want to make sure you season them up. So I've got my pepper in there, and then I've got some dry garlic, granulated organic garlic that I buy at Costco, and I'll do a teaspoon of that. And then I've got some granulated onion, and I know I put the onion powder in there, but I like the granulated onion as well. This one is from Sam's Club. It's also organic, but I haven't found it at Costco. So, and then the last thing I'm going to put in there is some, just some minced garlic. This is, my mom gave this to me when she left town for Texas, so I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of that. And that's it for the seasonings. Very, very simple. A whole lot healthier than buying it in a can because you can control the salt level. You can control all the things. I actually didn't even add salt in here. I did pepper, and I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, I did pepper. That's why I sneezed, as I added in pepper. Yeah, I just love it because you can control all of the ingredients, the quality of the ingredients. You can do it without the fat. If you wanted to refry them, you could put some fat of your choice into a pan, and when you mash them up, you can mash them into the fat. I'm not going to do that because I will cook our meat probably in like Kerrygold butter, so we'll get some good fat that way. And so that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me, and if you are watching this on YouTube, I'm doing these live on my Instagram, and it's her.hearts.at.home, and you can come join me on there where I do them live. Otherwise, if you're watching this and you just want to watch it on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. That way you can catch all the videos. I typically try to go live a few times a week with what I'm making for dinner, especially when it's something like a crock pot meal that's easy to show in real time, getting it going. So, all right, thanks guys, have a great day.